They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now Jones. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page. That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now we're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the ball.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Jones. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a level of protection on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play. But now, it's all for naught.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are able to move back in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next week. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Off the play fake. Jones. Wide open receiver complete. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next.
But how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and he's not going to get to the marker, and that's a turnover on downs. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake, but when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I let my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Jones. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. A give for Taylor running right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 4. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, they'll throw.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think he's...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Colts. Jelani Woods from 13 yards out. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first two quarters.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught from Browns. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And that draws them level. It's 23-23. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
64 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on third down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jones is picked, and it's by his teammate in Alabama, Christian Harris. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Colts are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
The middle, here's Taylor.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing Jones. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Chubb running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Now back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Now it'll set them back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Jones. Going deep for Diggs. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
York able to send this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the ball.
That current formula is not working right now. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. We've talked about it, Steve, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see...
Under pressure, and down he goes. That's Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker, who got in and dropped him to the turf.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long. And this time,
That was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.